All right, so let's do a quick recap. I was on Clubhouse earlier today, and there was a conversation, a heated conversation. Okay, for hours upon hours, I left, I came back, I left, I came back, and people were arguing about this. There was a young lady who came onto that platform and was basically saying, I think she lives in Nigeria, you know, and this was one of her statements. What do you think is going on with that kind of woman? Let's engage right now. Let's engage. What do you think is going on with that kind of person? A woman that will make this kind of statement. Guess what is happening. You know, when she was saying it, I was like,
How do we hear of this?
The Prestige family must hear about this. I have to bring this up. Okay. In fact, one of my guys on Clubhouse that was engaged in the conversation, I invited him. But I don't count that these people will show up. So the show must go on, But if you're listening to me, the pin is pinned to the top if you want to chime in. But I wanted to wait that you say it first before I play it. I wanted to wait, just in case I'm too ahead of myself. Yeah, I told you it's on both sides. It's on both sides. But that's why we have to keep talking about this kind of stuff, right? You go collect. What, ladies? What are your thoughts around this? Is this a true statement? Is this true, false? If you think this is true, type in a 1 in the chat. If you think you see where she's coming from, put a 1.5 in the chat. I'm waiting. We're almost done. If you think you see where she's coming from, put 1.5 in the chat. If you think say you want to wine me, put a 2 in the chat. I'm waiting right now. Changing now. 2 was not the option. 2 wasn't an option now. Was 2 an option? 2 was not an option, Chinye. It was it? I meant 3.5. If you she said it, right? Anyway, this is where she was coming. If you think you see where she's coming from, ladies, come on. You at least know where she's coming from. 1.5. Can I get at least a 1.5? You can kind of see where she's coming from. Right? Come on now. You don't see?
Stop the cap.
You're trying to say you don't see where she's coming from? I don't. But I just happened to be there to hear where she was coming from. But I didn't. Okay? But some of you are smarter than me. You're listening to me right now. And you know where she was coming from. Right? Every woman is an Ashawo, an Olosho. That's what she said. She said including herself and her own mother. No, it wasn't a guy. It was a girl. It was a girl. See? Oh, you talk about the other guy. Okay. She just said she's talking about herself. She said, go back and say false. There's no 1.5 here at all. There's 23 people listening to me. There's no 1.5. You can't see it. Anyway, where she claimed she was coming from is that she proved your point. Where she said she was coming from is this. I'm paraphrasing, of course. She's trying to make a point that if you've ever collected money from a person you have done Kerewa with, that makes you and just like many lame people across the internet, where do they always go? They go to dictionary meaning. Yes, I said it. If you find yourself you're very quick to go to dictionary meanings, there's an extremely high chance that you're just a lame person when it comes to this type of conversations. Okay, listen. My sister Adebusala earlier used a big word, obsesquosity or something like that. Obsesquosity or something like that. She used a word like that, right? Did you see me go and run to the dictionary so I can prove her wrong, that she used the wrong word? Well, lame people tend to do that. Okay. All right. But she was one of them. She put up on her PTR. She put this thing right here. Let me show you. Let me show my screen right about now. All right. Share this tab instead. All right. Let's go to Google. So she put a screenshot of the meaning of the word. Of the meaning of the word Olosho in English. I'm just going to say Olosho in English, right? The word you're looking at, if you spell it correctly on the screen. And she put it here onto Google, right? And she read it. Can you guys see? Who is an Olosho? You probably can't see too much. Let me read it to you. Okay. Who is an Olosho? Who is an Olosho? She read it out. She said, a person in particular, a woman. Is Google that's saying it, right? By the way, Google does not create a dictionary. They pull it from dictionaries. FYI, what does it say here? Definitions from Oxford and languages. Me and you, we don't speak Oxford. Why is it that when we are talking, having a conversation about romantic relationships, we can't just use the language me and you understand? The regular daily talking. Why you have to run to dictionary? Don't you think that's saying something? Doesn't that say need to be right? Obsession with right and wrong? Anti-seductive moralizer police? And you wonder why you are not able to attract what you're looking for. These are the issues. Social awkwardness. Socially awkward. Every conversation with about romantic relationship to you is a debate. There's nothing wrong with a debate, but I'm just saying, you can't have this conversation without going to Oxford. Anyway, she did. And she took this and she said, a person, in particular a woman, who engages in 𝐏𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘 activity for payment. I'm trying to save the videos. In 𝐏𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘 activities for payments. I'm telling you, modern people are everywhere. 𝐏𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘 activity for payment. So now we must include all wives, all women, and in 𝐏𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘 activity. So now people started to prove and start to have a conversation with her, and they said, but some things are gifts. Gift or no gift is a payment. Somebody said, gift or no gift is trade by barter. She's right.
How should you be that?
That's where we are in these conversations. People are not able to create attraction naturally anymore because they know too much. They have access to too much information. Back in the days, you will have to rush to that shelf that you never really go to in the house where your dad kept the dictionary. Today, you have access to all of the information. So now people cannot feel anymore. Actually, they are feeling, but they're actively trying not to feel because they know too much. Right? And it's not working. It's just not working. It's destroying marriages. It's destroying relationships. Okay? Romantic relationships, especially because there's no paycheck on Friday. Right? It's destroying attraction within relationships. Right? Because your husband is like, why is every conversation so combative? Like, Jesus Christ, listen, it's not that deep. Babe, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Babe. Let's just simply put, you can't call women Olosho. That's social awkwardness. Listen, come on. You can't just blanket all women together because you want to make an argument and call them Olosho because of a dictionary meaning. But this is the extreme of some of these talking points. That's the whole point of this session. This is the extreme of it. This is how it plays out. You see, when you accept the were small, another person will take the were to another level for you. Right? That's why we have to be careful. We need to go back to being humans. Okay? We can just have a conversation, see the other person's where they're coming from, and you present your own, right? That's not, by the way, don't turn this to an ideology. It's okay to pull dictionary meanings if you're in a debate. That's okay. I'm just saying, are you able to read that meaning but also understand the nuances that Oxford is not your language? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She's talking about herself. Oh, false. 111. See, she proved my point. She can speak for herself. Me, I know be Ashewo, never have been. So all wives are Oloshos. So lame. Exactly. That's the point. But you know the worst part about this? It was cruise for me. I engaged it. Not engaged, sorry. I sat in the audience and I enjoyed it. I wanted to say I enjoyed the conversation. Okay. And I was trolling in the chat. But at the end, I have to look at the real deal here. I'm looking at like there's a lot of people that do this in one shape, form, or the other, right? And I just want us to go back to being humans. That's all. That's all I'm saying, you know. Because everything else is not working. It only works for you can get a big salary. Okay? Get a big salary. You know, if you're analytic like that, you can get a big salary. It's true. You know, you can end up in IT, tech, all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to romantic relationships, if you get stuck in that place, yeah, it's not gonna work. Let me see. Debusola Sakwe personally won, but 1.5 probably because she's looking from redemption, for herself. Hey, seeking redemption for herself. Hey, hit that like button on your way out. This is another good one. We finished just 3 minutes late. Just 3 minutes later. I want to keep it this way because I want you to go back as usual to your family. Go engage your husband, your wife, your children. Spend some time, ask them an open-ended question. How was school today? How was work today? Listen with an intention to listen. Just try that, right? How was yours? It was good. That's good. Good to see you. Give me a kiss. Like that. Do something like that. Okay. In your own language. Okay. Let's go do that tonight. I want you to go and rest very well tonight. Tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. All right. We'll be back here at 5 p.m. Okay. 5 p.m. I think I'll be taking my weekends off. I really enjoyed last weekend. I was able to reset, recoup, and stuff like that. Any trendy news can wait. I'll try. Okay. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. All right. So thank you so much. Hopefully you've been enlightened. Thank you, D-Love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. And peace.